Welcome, everyone. Just want to share the song with you for a minute, and then I'm going to let you know what we're here to embark upon together. In ocean, you're from outer space. You bring the beauty and the light to this world we live in. Ocean, falling down from grace. You got the power in your smile to bring back the feeling. See on the road. Welcome, everyone. I love, love, love that song. It is Outerspace by Serra. I'll put it in the video description as well for you. So thanks for joining me here today. I just recorded like a 20-minute video for you, but never hit record. So this is take 2. I wanted to share with you about the beautiful, beautiful astrology that we're experiencing today and some of the key astrological alignments that are coming up as we prepare for the first major transit of 2020. And then I'm going to share with you about this pilgrimage that I'm hosting in Egypt in February of 2020. And then after that, we're going to meditate together, a meditation that I think is really beautiful to be working with this current astrology. So I'll put timestamps in the video, and if you know that you just want to listen to the astrology and then go on to the meditation, you'll have that ability to do so. So thanks for joining me here. I'm Rama, if you don't already know me, and today is such a special, beautiful day. I love that song because it's like just this reminder that we are all from outer space. Like, we're sitting here on this beautiful earth, like spinning through the cosmos with all of these starry beings around us. And, at night it's really obvious on a certain level, but then day comes and it's like, it's kind of easy to forget, where we live. And and so like the sun shines and, the sun affects our ability to see the sky and the stars in that way that we can at night. And we go about our mundane lives. But as I wrote about in my Venetian Love Notes, which are my Friday newsletter I send out every week, and I call them the Venetian Love Notes because I am ruled by the planet Venus and have such a dear, dear connection to this planet, which has been considered a sister to Earth for quite some time, like a little further along in the path of evolution. And so Venus is this place where we can really draw wisdom from. And the ancient Egyptian goddess Hathor is known to, the Hathors are said to come from Venus, as well as many other ascended masters, whether they actually originate in Venus or they come through Venus before they came to Earth. That's the trajectory that is said to be. And so here we are, we're from outer space and we are these beautiful starseeds. And I wrote about this on Friday, and it's like, whether you remember it or not, you are a starseed because you're sitting here with me. And if you weren't a starseed, you probably would have already pressed stop on the video. So, I welcome you and all of your starry wisdom to this circle. And I've known for my whole life that I carry this wisdom deep within my bones. And there was at one point, growing up as an adolescent, where I started to turn the wisdom off, like so many of us have done, because I felt like it was not safe to be seen, to be heard, to be witnessed in my brightness. And I think that's one of the gifts of social media, is that reminder that, you know, it's okay to be seen, to be heard, to show your face, to show your opinion, to really spread your voice, that we need to hear each other's voices. And our stories are our medicine. You know, they are, you know, our unique stories are how we can teach others, and how we can share wisdom with others and uplift others. So we're in a really powerful time on the earth as we're getting ready for this transition into 2020. And today is really special because Jupiter is on the Galactic Center, conjunct Venus. The Galactic Center is like this great starry cosmic womb of our galaxy of creation, where it is said stars and planets and other cosmic beings go in and out of to be born and to die. And Jupiter has been hanging out there since about Monday night of last week, and will be there until Thursday. And then Jupiter will not be back on the Galactic Center for 12 whole years. Jupiter cycles are about 1 year in each sign as the transit. And so this is special, you know, this is really special. And then the fact that Venus in Sagittarius has met up to join with Jupiter creates this really positive time to draw forth prosperity, recognition, to call forth your big desires, your big dreams. I mean, we're talking about, like, what are you visioning for the long haul? Like, maybe even the rest of your life. Like, what are some of those long-term, wide visions that you hope for your personal life, for the way you interact with the collective? Also, because Venus is all about culture and beauty and love and appreciation and the goddess, they meet up, and it just really amplifies, and it makes this very juicy. You know, Venus asks us, like, what do you cultivate in your life? Like, how do you contribute to culture? Like, where we put our energy is that which we're cultivating, and what we cultivate creates culture. And it's a really important topic to consider as we close out 2019 and go into 2020, because where you spend your time, how you earn your money, how you spend your money is all about your value system. And we're being deeply asked to align our values with our belief system and everything about how we're walking through this world. And that has been what that work that we've been up to with the karmic south node, Saturn and Pluto and Capricorn, as it's like dissolving and letting old paradigms and old systems die, and asking us to look at our ancestral healing. It's been massive, massive astrology we've been under, and it's going to continue. And we're coming out of this dark abyss. You know, Scorpio season is closing out. The sun went into Sagittarius on Friday, and on Tuesday we have the new moon in Sag. So the sun and the moon will meet up together, and together it is a beautiful opportunity to think ahead. Like, what do you want to create for this next lunar cycle? And while they are, I'm just pulling up that chart so I can look at it while I speak to you. While they are while the sun and the moon are in Sagittarius, Venus will have just been gone into Capricorn, but Jupiter will still be on the Galactic Center. So it's a powerful new moon, you know, like a new moon that is so much about our dreams and which we're longing for. And the new moon, when I cast it for the East Coast, it shows up in the 11th house, which is the house of hopes and dreams for the future, of community, of tribe. social networks. So this is a real important new moon to seed the dream. And this meditation we're going to do towards the end of this video is going to assist you with seeding the dream. The new moon on Tuesday comes in at 10:05 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. So that will be 7:05 a.m. for the West Coast Pacific Time. And for people in the UK, 3 p.m. should be the correct time. So this other aspect we have with the astrology today, and it was also true for us yesterday, was Mars opposing Uranus. And Mars is in Scorpio, Uranus is in Taurus. They're both at the early degrees, so it's fresh energy. And the opposition, Mars is how we take action, how we move things forward. It's all about instinct. And Uranus is like the high mind, like an octave higher than Mercury, because Uranus is out there. And these planets that are out there, they're more magnetic for us. So that's why the larger transits that are happening, like Pluto, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Chiron, affect us as a collective so much more, is because they're further away. So they have a stronger magnetic pulse, which we feel on the earth. And so Uranus is like high mind, electric energy, genius solutions. There can also be accidents. So it's like important to be really grounded and centered, which is such a deep component of the work that I offer, is that every single day we are grounding. We are bringing the energy that we're receiving from the cosmos into the earth, because we are star seeds and we've made a commitment to be on this planet at this time and to ground and anchor this wisdom into the earth so that it is a benefit of healing for Mother Earth and for humanity, for the collective. So as Mars and Uranus are opposing, it's like fresh new ways to approach the old, like those things that you're like, I don't know how to work around it. Like, how do I move forward with this? Well, this energy can help us. And so immediately I think about ancestral healing. Ancestral healing has been such a big topic, and it's definitely become a very important component of my work as well, like next to the grounding work. And so it's like looking at those old paradigms we carry within ourselves, you know, the patterns, the self-limiting belief systems, they're ancestral. You know, they have been passed down through the womb, generation after generation. They're not just ours. And we're here to help clear them, especially in these times. So this is a powerful time of new beginnings, of seeds for the hopes and dreams of our lives. And the Saturn-Pluto work that's going to come to a head on January 12th, 2020, is really wishing for us to work hard, to work harder, and to go deeper. Not breadth, but to go deeper. Go deeper with what we're already doing. So after the new moon on the Sagittarius new moon on Tuesday, Neptune is going to station direct. Neptune is like the high heart. It's agape. It's deep spiritual love. It's also the dream, the collective dream, the dreams. And Neptune's been retrograde since summer solstice. And so things have been like a little murky or unclear, boundaries particularly. And so this is going to help create that forward momentum energy that we're feeling now, that's just going to continue. And then next Sunday, Jupiter goes into Capricorn, which many astrologers are kind of like sad about. And, you know, there's a part of me is definitely sad that Jupiter is leaving Sagittarius, because this past year of 2019 has been such an oxymoron, a paradox for so many people. Like, so many people have been having some of the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. And I think the only reason we've been able to have highs has been Jupiter in Sagittarius. So, you know, let us be grateful for these next few days as we close out this cycle and use this energy, use it wisely, like use it to your benefit, because it is a beneficial planet. And Jupiter is going to go into Capricorn, and it's going to ask a deeper level of spiritual maturity of each one of us. And I'm actually really looking forward to it, because you can look around your local community, you can look around probably in your government, other networks where it's necessary. You know, this is the necessary next step forward in our human evolution, is to get more spiritually mature. Jupiter is going to be working with that energy. And as we come towards, we have one more new moon in 2019, and that is the Capricorn new moon. We have an eclipse on that day. And so everything we're doing now is to prepare for that eclipse, and then preparing for the first major transit of 2020, which is Saturn conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. And this transit, like I already said, it's like, look at what you value. Where do you spend your time? Where do you spend your money? Does this align with your values? And if not, it's time. It is time to make that change. It is time to really shift the energy and to stand 111% behind your values and that which you believe in. We need that now more than ever. So we are potent and we are powerful. And may you know this deep, deep, deep down in the cells of your body. So I want to share with you all about this pilgrimage I'm offering in February of 2020 to Egypt. This will be the second pilgrimage I'll be stewarding in Egypt. And the way that I get these, I like to call them assignments, is really a transmission from spirit. It is the whole thing, a delivery of the dates, the concept, who is to be there, you know, the archetype of the people that are being called forth, where we're to go, what is the deeper level of the work we're doing. And I'll be honest, like, I don't always understand all of the assignment. It comes in layers. Quite often it's the dates first with like the general concept. And so I received this transmission when I was in Egypt in September of 2019, just a couple of months ago. And I was sort of blown away by it because it felt pretty soon. And it's a high call, definitely a high call. This pilgrimage is called Architecting Your Queendom. And we're going to be in Egypt from February 7th through 21st. There will also be an optional extension to the Red Sea, which will start on the 21st and go till like the 24th, whatever that Monday is, the 23rd, I believe. So basically, this is a call for those who identify as women to really step forward and own your royal courage, to own your destiny, to own your dharma, to like embody it in this lifetime. And we're going to be using Egypt as a platform of power to work these frequencies and to commit to these frequencies. So as much of as it is a pilgrimage, which a pilgrimage is like a spiritual journey to a faraway land done within a group, usually there's some sort of spiritual or religious tie that brings the group together. And yes, this is a pilgrimage, and it is more than that. It is an opportunity to really be seen and heard and witnessed in that which you're calling forth. So everything I've spoken about, your value system and aligning your values with your life, this is an opportunity to, wherever that like real strong one particular subconscious block is, we are going to be cutting through it. like Yogi Bhajan talked about, he brought the technology of Kundalini yoga from the east to the west. And he spoke about how when we have like an obstacle in our life, it's a block, but it's like a square, literally like a square. And you can take the square and you cut the square diagonally, and you have two triangles, you have two trines, which in astrology, we know as astrologers and those who follow astrology that trines are beneficial, they're gifts, they're free-flowing energy. Whereas squares, you think about four people at a four-way stop, and everyone's kind of sitting there, wanting to go, but no one's moving forward. That's the energy of a square. It's like friction, tension building, but no one's necessarily acting on it. The trine flows the energy. So we're going to be using the culmination of the pilgrimage, using the Great Pyramid as the place to really architect, to build this new layer of consciousness. We're going to be using the mathematics. I'm going to be sharing some real particular information that I've discovered about how the geometry of the pyramid works, not only the outer structure, but in the inner structure, particularly the King's Chamber, which we will be spending 2 full hours in meditation and ceremony, to really architect, to build our own personal, unique queendoms. And the Great Pyramid is so powerful. Some would say it's like an ascension device. It's an opportunity for great cellular healing. It is also an opportunity to connect deeply into your starseed nation of origin. So anyone who's interested in journeying with me and 8 other queens to the land of Kemet, please feel free to email me direct. I will put that in the notes as well, how to email me. And we'll be going to some ancient, beautiful temples. We'll be sailing down the Nile on a dahabeah, a private yacht. We'll be staying in beautiful hotels. You'll be impeccably taken care of. And at the same time, you're going to be stretched. You're going to be asked to grow. You're going to be asked to leap, how to learn to fly by falling. And this landscape is going to support this work on such a deep level. And it's so important to do this work now, for those who are feeling the call, because it's going to actually set you up early on in 2020 so that you just come home and you fly through 2020. And so you can be a leader. You can be one who can help assist others to elevate in this time. And to me, this is the greatest form of social social action in these times. Everybody has their own particular platform, but for me, I see pilgrimage as the platform that I work best with, because there's something about going to these sacred sites and the awakening, the stirring you feel deep, deep, deep down in the earth. It awakens you and your consciousness, and we connect with the elementals of the land, we connect with the ancient gods and goddesses, and we connect with our starseeds, and it's going to be powerful. So thank you for hearing me out on that, and anyone who's ready to reclaim their power, go ahead and send me an email. And I just want to say that, if you make the decision to not leave your home out of fear, it's like you're going to stay the same. And we're in these times where our greatest gift is to elevate. So on that note, there's just one more thing I want to share. I had pulled this card. I have this Rumi Oracle deck, which is really beautiful. Someone gifted it to me a few years ago. They actually just sent it in the mail. I don't even know who sent it to me, but it's so beautiful, and I'm really grateful for this deck. I want to read to you this Rumi poem, and then I want to speak a little bit about this threshold. Then we're going to hop into the meditation. It's card number 18 in the deck, for those of you who are interested, and 18 is quite a mystical number of completion, of like the high heart. So the poem is called A New Gown. Weary and consumed by longing, I was caressed by my beloved last night. My wounded soul was set free when I tasted the sweetness of love. My spirit was lifted at once. I surrendered my life while overflowing with joy, and my vision was filled with light. Love said, "Don't feel so hopeless, my weary and gloomy one, for my generosity is beyond forgetting those devoted to me. See how boundless divine justice can be? Behold my immeasurable kindness." Love embraced my spirit, and all my doubts vanished at once. A new and glorious robe of honor was placed on my shoulders. Love offered me the power of new vision and the transforming touch of divine generosity, and placed the chalice of eternal wine in my hand. Rumi. So this oracle, what Alana Fairchild, she's the woman who created this deck, what she says about this card is so beautiful, and I think it's so on point with this astrology right now that we're facing, and also this call for architecting your pilgrimage. This oracle comes to you with sacred portent. You are fast approaching a moment of great leap, an evolutionary shift on your spiritual path. Your sense of yourself and your divine identity is about to be revealed and realized in a way more potent than ever before. This is wonderful. It is a divine happening. You must allow it. Do not confuse humility with humiliation. Do not humble yourself excessively. You do not have to battle with false pride either. Simply honor yourself as a living being, worthy of life, worthy of this royal path of divine realization. And there's also like this vision of like wearing these like tattered robes, and then this beautiful being, I see it like this angelic force coming behind you and like lifting off the tattered robes and putting on the most royal, beautiful, brand new robes to really crown yourself. So I wish to offer that to you on this really special day of Jupiter conjunct the sun. So we're going to work with this meditation to seed the dream. If you like it, I invite you to, just keep up with it. We're going to be using what we call in Kundalini Yoga, the Guru Gayatri mantra. So it's the words Gobinde, Mukande, Udare, Apade, Hariyang, Kariyang, Nirname, Akame. And I'll put those in the description as well. I want to share this quote about these words first, and then we're just going to go right into the meditation. So we're also putting hada, 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 4 huds in front of each of these lines as well, which is hud is like this ability to manifest on the earthly plane, the earthly dimension. So this is a poem by Yogi Bhajan, and I just love it in regards to this sound current. It's an 8-part sound current. So these 8-part sound currents go into the brain and really like reorganize the structure of the brain. Gobinde, the power of Gobinde. Mukande, chant it and be liberated. Udare, liberation while alive, right now, to you and your family. Apade, chant it and bring peace to the world. Hariyang, God lives inside of you. Kariyang, all of your affairs will be successful. Nirname, remembrance of the Nam and knowledge of the infinite. Akame, the name of God lives within you. Gobinde, all joy and celebration. Mukande, a gift from God. Udare, the true Guru's blessing. Apade destroys the fear of death. Hariyang, the peace of life is found. Kariyang, wealth and magic powers come to you. Nirname, find the greatness of the Nam. Akame, get liberated while still alive. So it is said that the person who sings this sound current gains both worldly and heavenly joy. All earthly wealth and magical powers come to them. And through Raj Yoga, Royal Yoga, Raj Yoga, Kundalini Yoga is a form of Raj Yoga. She, he, they merge with God. Okay, so we're going to be using the sound current, and this is a meditation to purify the subconscious, because the reality is, if you want to seed your dreams, you have to pull away everything that is blocking you from your dreams. And the only thing that is blocking you is you, your subconscious mind. Everything else is a projection created by the subconscious mind. So we can practice this for just 5 minutes. The full meditation is 11 minutes. And I'm just getting my timer set up here. So if you like it, you can do this before bed. It's a good one to do before you go to sleep. And then you'll play the sound current overnight while you sleep. I wouldn't recommend this track for sleeping. There's other ones. And then when you wake up, you're going to be chanting this a couple times before you get out of bed. So I'll put the full write-up for the meditation in the comment box as well, in case you're interested in it. One other thing I want to say, with Jupiter going into Capricorn, I posted last year a video around Gyan Chakra Kriya and practicing that every day for while Jupiter was in Sagittarius. And I actually highly recommend to just keep up with that as well. So if you're already doing that practice, I say keep up, keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. I think it's going to really help the Jupiter energy to continue to flow while it's in Capricorn. Okay, so you are going to sit in a cross-legged position. The eyes will be closed, and then you're going to gaze at the tip of the nose with the eyes closed. Technically, we would tune in and chant Adgade Name, Jivadgade Name, Satgade Name, Siri Gade Name around us. I've already tuned in before doing this video. So if you have a practice, go ahead and tune in, but just know the space has already been set. Eyes will be closed, looking at the tip of the nose, and then you're going to take your left hand. You can do any mudra you like. I recommend thumb and index finger together because it's Gyan Chakra. It connects to the Jupiter finger. If you really want to call in Jupiter and Venus, you could do the ring finger and the index finger to the thumb. I'm going to do that. Then you take the left hand to your heart on the left side, or sorry, the right hand to the heart on the left side, right above the heart. Okay, and then we're just going to be chanting here along with the sound current. So go ahead and close your eyes and begin to take some deep breaths. Come to your intention of how you want to purify your subconscious. And inhale deeply. Exhale. Had, Gobinde. Had, Gobinde. Had, Udare. Had, Apare. Had, Hariyam. Had, Kariyam. Had, Yuname. Had, Akame. Had, Gobinde. Had, Mukande. Had, 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 udare. Had, apare. Had, hariyam. Had, kariyam. Had, yaname. Had, akame. Had, Gobinde. Had, mukande. Had, udare. Had, apare. Had, hariyam. Had, kariyam. Had, yaname. Had, akame. Had, Gobinde. Had, mukande. Had, udare. Had, apare. Had, hariyam. Had, kariyam. Had, yaname. Had, akame. Had, Gobinde. Had, mukande. Had, udare. Had, apare. Had, hariyam. Had, kariyam. Had, yaname. Had, akame. Had, Gobinde. Had, mukande. Had, udare. Had, apare. Had, hariyam. Had, kariyam. Had, yaname. Had, akame. Had, Gobinde. Had, mukande. Had, udare. Had, apare. Had, hariyam. Had, kariyam. Had, yaname. Had, akame. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Continue to look down with the eyes closed at the nose. And exhale. Take another deep breath in, holding the gaze. And exhale. And one more deep breath in. And exhale. Bringing the hands together at the heart. And I'm so grateful for you joining here and just being a part of this star share. And I wish you all the best in these powerful and potent transits. Feel free to leave comments and let me know how you're doing with everything and any questions that you may have. And I wish you so much love and Satnam.